Good morning and welcome to another Commute with Faery. I am Krymsyn Faery and I'm commuting to work. It is Friday, October 2nd. Had to really think about that because I've been off for a couple of days. Kind of tired this morning. I've been trying some lavender therapy in addition to all of my other medicines. That might be why my nose is burning a little bit. I wanted to get some lavender essential oil to use for my feet because, and don't think that sounds gross, I thought that sounded weird too until I was talking with my counselor. This was like beginning of August, and she was telling me about how essential oils can help better your life. And actually, I never finished my story from yesterday, so you'll have to whatever. If I think about it, I'll finish the story. But anyway, so I went into a local health food store called Health Hut. In my local area, there's only 2 stores, so it's like a mom and pop place. Their stuff's kind of on the expensive side, you know, that's to be expected for a mom and pop place. Plus, most of the products are either health food driven or organic. So, pardon the coffee breaks. Right next door to it is the liquor store. So what I did was, since my husband wanted to see if he could find a mixer, like a berry mixer or something like that, to make a frozen daiquiri that was just berry mixed instead of the strawberry raspberry that you can find on the shelf. He went in there to see if he could find something, so we split up. I sent him to the liquor store, and I went to the health food store, and then I ended up getting, like, some information. Mostly there was this woman that was there before me who was talking to the lady at the counter, and they would not stop talking. It was like, okay, I have my stuff, I'm ready to check out. And then the lady was asking, the customer was asking the cashier, oh, do you have anything that's low carb and high protein? And the cashier's like, well, if you turn around, there's a whole shelf right there of protein bars. And, you know, since they're technically a meal, the calories are not that bad. And then there were pouches of individual servings for protein powder, and then above those were like the most ginormous containers of protein powder that I've ever seen outside of a GNC store. Those things are massive. I didn't even look at the price tag on them because I have whoa. Didn't even realize someone was riding my ass. Don't normally do this. Oh, it's a freaking hipster. Oh. I was gonna flip them off. They didn't even look at me. It kind of freaked me out because I didn't see them behind me. Right now, besides him, I'm the fastest person on the highway, going within limits that I won't be pulled over. Everybody else, I don't know. I figured out the magic miles per hour for this road to not get pulled over. So, if there's a cop, that guy's getting pulled over. Anyway, so I'm always curious to try something new, and I've never found a protein bar that didn't taste like chalk powder and some artificial flavoring. So I picked up white chocolate raspberry and coconut and cashew combinations. I also picked up, just to try, because I've never seen flavors other than vanilla and chocolate, and sometimes you'll find just plain strawberry, but I'm trying to think. Actually, no, scratch the strawberry. It's vanilla and chocolate are the only two protein variety mixes that I've been able to find, like at Walmart or wherever. I don't go to GNC. GNC's at my mall, and I think they're still there. And I don't know, the first clue about what I'm buying, and GNC hires just any normal people, so they're not like dietitians who can say, what the contents are, what they do for your body, what's beneficial, and how product A is better than product B, or product C I might be more interested in, and blah, 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 blah. It's not worth my trip, and it's not worth my money, at least not right now. Besides, thinking about it kind of makes me go back to a dark time in my life where for 6 solid months, 6 months, my breakfast was a protein shake, my lunch was a protein salad, whether it be chicken or steak. I don't like tuna. And then my dinner was a protein shake. And I had to do a specific fitness routine, wearing a sweatsuit that basically was like very thin PVC plastic material with stretch. I mean, it was a one size fits all kind of outfit with stretchy, waistband for the shirt, for the pants, for the wrists, for the ankles, and then it was huge everywhere else, but it still kept the heat in. Actually, I'm glad it was huge, because where it folded over, especially like on my arms or my legs, the sweat kind of just collected in pools, and I'm not even joking. And then after my rigorous workout in that, I would go straight to the shower, and I would get in the shower in this suit and peel it inside out, so that I could drain all the yuckies and wash the inside of the suit too. And then I would let it hang to dry. And I got that from a fitness store in California. And I originally consented to the idea, but once I didn't like doing it, I was continued to be forced to do it by said person that we will not talk about. So it was just whatever. So the whole purpose of that fitness was, since my hubby had his stroke and he was in the Air Force, we knew that his time was limited, because they said that he could go back to active duty if he fully recovered and was able to be what they called deployable. Well, he never recovered enough to a deployable state, actually we could say, we could tell that he wasn't going to recover to a deployable state, especially since they had him on a specific medication, and you can't get medicines other than field medicines like Motrin and Tylenol and such, possibly morphine for severe stuff, but there's no pharmacies over there. So one of his medicines he has to take on a daily basis, because it's a low-dose aspirin and a combination of, at the time it was a new drug, so this was 10 years ago, 9 years ago, whatever. A new drug that had a 25% chance of increasing the fight against a recurring stroke. So it was a good thing. So if you didn't take it, you're just vulnerable. But this was like, for those gamers out there, this was like a plus 25% bonus, is what the studies have shown. But that was just a general number. Each person varies, case by case. So anyway, I loved living in the military life. Absolutely loved it. I loved being in California, and I felt so independent, being away from my family. I didn't like that I was nearly 3,000 miles away from my family, but I liked the feeling of independence. Of course, I had that in my apartment, too, and I lived 20 minutes from my parents in my apartment, but that's besides the point. But the military was awesome because I loved the routine. I didn't mind the rules. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to join the military. And I'll be the breadwinner. And then he could either stay at home or he could find some small part-time job. Because they wouldn't even let him, transfer over to a desk job. They said if he was not deployable, he could not be in the service. And that's because they were doing major cutbacks. There were too many people in the military, so they were looking for any excuse to cut people. So I was definitely less over. I was 100 pounds lighter than I am now. Just about. And the recruiter told me that I needed to be at least 36% body fat before I could take a special physical to get in. Otherwise, I had to be 32% without taking that special physical test. So he taught me the test, and that was part of my workout routine, was doing this test. There was only one that actually really bothered me that I just couldn't seem to do. And it was a step-up test. And there was a specific height, like 22 inches or something like that. And I was not allowed to hold on to anything. Excuse me, for support. It was a very, very high step. Very high step. And it made me feel very off-balanced whenever I did it. Because he had a box. And he's like, just do 5 of them. And I think I had to do as many as I could for 2 minutes. Or a certain number in 2 minutes. I don't remember now the specifics. And there was more. So I did some free weights too. We bought some, I don't know what they're called. They're just hand weights. Bought some of those, and I was doing that. And so I started out at 59% body fat, or 57, because it was an uneven number. And I dropped it all the way to 39% body fat. But I hit a plateau. That was after my 6 months of eating nothing but these protein shakes and salads. And I wasn't allowed any soda unless it was a diet soda, which I can't stand any diet soda. There's none that I've found out there that I don't mind. Even to this day, I really don't care for any diet soda. Besides, even diet soda is not really good for you, even though there's no calories to it. There's still chemicals in it that's not good for you. Which is funny because I am fully aware of that fact. Yet, I'm back to drinking Pepsi. I just need to stop. So, anyway, the whole point of this story was I eventually just broke. I broke and I got in a really big fight with that person that we won't talk about. And his allowance to stay on the military base was actually coming to an end, and I refused to do anything to help renew it because mostly I was carrying him since he had a job at the same company that I worked for, and he was required to send all of his money back to home because he was paying off a restitution of $9,000 from company embezzlement that, thank God, I had nothing to do with and no knowledge that he was doing that. So, sorry, I was reading some road signs. Looks like the bridge is still out. Even though, whoa, that freaked me out. Even though Monday night it looked like the bridge was almost done. So anyway, I went to the doctor yesterday to go talk about my meds, and she added 2 more medications. But the nurse wanted to weigh me, and, well, thank God she didn't do my height again. I hate that thing. She took my vitals, and everything checked out okay with my vitals, but my weight had jumped back up and higher than I've ever been before. And I'm pissed with myself. I'm disgusted. But I haven't really done anything different. Like, I seriously really don't eat like I used to. I don't eat the fast food like I used to. And I really didn't think that the Pepsi that I drank would have that much of an effect on me. I should have went. I don't know who that was, but I should have went. So anyway, I've been giving it some thought to doing that again. Maybe not quite as extreme, but maybe talking to somebody about a diet plan or something. Is that protein bar that I ate the white chocolate raspberry one. It actually was very good. So, I brought with me the coconut one and the 2 pouches of protein powder. So, if I want those, I can mix them up in a glass of water. Of course, I don't know if I have anything to measure accurately 8 ounces of water. And 4 of them for 1 serving. Let me see, hold on. I got lots of time. I'm actually here really early today. Alright, so this one sounds really good. It's strawberries and cream flavor. It says it's not a low-calorie food. See nutrition facts. Bakes well. I don't know what the hell that means. But for 1 packet, there's only 100 calories. There's a crap ton of potassium, which is awesome. And the protein, there's 21 grams of protein in this. And the directions say, I feel stupid now. Oh, okay. I'll have to look into that. Oh, here we go. Perfect shake. Mix 1 packet of Quest protein with 8 ounces of cold water. Blend or shake and enjoy. Find recipes at questnutrition.com/kitchen. And it says cook clean. So apparently this can be added as a cooking ingredient to something. Maybe more filling, I don't know. But it's not all whey protein. It's 50% whey protein and it's 40% micellar casein, and then 10% milk protein because of the strawberries and cream. But yeah, it's like, notice, for weight reduction, use only as directed with a prescribed diet plan. Do not use in diets supplying less than 400 calories per day without medical supervision. First of all, I would never do a less than 400 calorie diet per day. That's just stupid. Actually, I think that's what I was doing, because that protein shake that we would have, they were never sweet enough. I got the EAS brand of vanilla powder. Sorry, guys. And we would mix it with a little bit of heavy whipping cream, not milk, and then add a couple packets of Splenda. Actually, I don't think it was Splenda. I think it was Truvia. Yeah, it was Truvia. Because I bought a big box of it from Costco and it lasted me forever until I finally was like, oh, I'm just going to throw this shit away. Oh, that's the bar. Where's the other bag? Oh, there's something else in here. What did I stick in here? Oh. So the bar has 20 grams of protein and 190 calories. So this is less than the other one. The other one had 200 calories. Probably because this doesn't have any sweet fruit in it. But, no, it sounds good. This one I'm excited to try. It's 60% whey protein and 40% of that micellar stuff I can't pronounce. There's 22 grams of protein in it, and it's salted caramel flavor. The lady, when I bought it, told me that it was one of their best sellers, because I saw it first in the big giant tub, because it had a picture of it and it said salted caramel, and I was like, oh my gosh. But the containers are so big. I hate to have like a set flavor every single day. Like, that I think is what burnt me out, is that my only option was vanilla or vanilla, because I have not found a chocolate protein shake that I actually like, because I have expectations of it tasting like a chocolate milk, and if it doesn't taste like chocolate milk, then I don't want it. But I don't drink vanilla products, so that I didn't mind drinking. Muscle milk is disgusting. We bought those for when I was on the go and didn't have time to mix up my own shake. Because I was a soccer referee. Well, at first I was a volunteer. I didn't actually become a certified referee until we moved back to Pennsylvania. But I was a soccer volunteer flagsman on the sideline, and so we'd go, and they'd have soccer games all day long, and I would go with my friend, and we'd pack a cooler of stuff, and all I was allowed were protein shakes, and anything that was little or no carbs. Like, I was told I could eat all the pork rinds I wanted. No thank you. Pork rinds are disgusting. Anyway, so I'm still torn about what I want to do. My biggest thing is I need to get physical again. There's something that I would love to do. It's called DDR, Dance Revolution. I would need to have my brother go underneath my house and go fetch my PlayStation. But I still have all of my games, my DDR games. I would just need to buy a new DDR pad. And I would really like a good one that doesn't slide. Because what we did was, we went to Home Depot and had them take a good plywood board that was 8 foot by 4 foot, had them cut it in half, and then we used a staple gun, and on the fabric edging, so we didn't mess up the sensors, we stapled the pad to this board, and thought that would keep it from sliding, and I had a carpet flooring, and that didn't work. So then we had to take 2 25-pound weights that were metal hand weights, and we put those at the back corners, because what would happen is the DDR pad would just keep sliding backwards. DDR was my fitness, my cardio. I picked all the songs that I love to do, and I had to burn every morning. I'd have to burn 1,000 calories playing DDR. It took about an hour to do it. And at first I couldn't do it. I was so exhausted I couldn't keep up with it. But then, the song's the same old routine, and I didn't really like them. I mean, I did like them, but I got sick of them, and you just need to change of pace. And I couldn't run because my ankle was still very new from recovering from being sprained, and it kept making me trip and fall. And he kept pushing me to run because, joining the military, you have to be able to run. Well, I understand that, but you have to walk before you can run. And I didn't walk very much, so that's kind of what the DDR helped, to help strengthen my ankles. I think at one point I had to wear ankle weights. I think we bought these strap-on ankle weights, but I couldn't keep up with the dance moves because the ankle weights were just too heavy. Anyway, it's almost time for me to go in now. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a... Sorry. I'm going to call it a day. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them down below. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, please just let me know as well in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time when we do Commute with Faery again. Have a good day.